Hello, welcome to another demo. Today I'm going to go over the TradeRange, how to configure it, different ways that you can have everything set up, and just give you a little preview. It is Saturday, so I don't have live data going, but yeah, so here we go. I have a fresh chart here. I'm going to select indicators because the TradeRange is an indicator. Search for TradeRange. Yeah, you can see the description. It's the week, month, high and low, and Asia, London, and New York sessions as well. You can optimize for performance if things are slower, if you're trading on a smaller time frame and it's taking a little bit longer for it to load, but we'll get into that in a second. The first thing I wanted to show for configuration purposes is the alert section. So you can have an alert sound on price touching a certain line. You can have it alerting on crossing, and you can set the rearm sound. So say the price, say you have to touch selected and the price touches the line, it won't go off again until, in this case, 10 seconds. That's pretty much what that's saying. You can also customize your sounds. So for this, there are stock sounds you can use. So I'm just going to pull over this NinjaTrader 8. If you go to Program Files or wherever your NinjaTrader 8 software is located, and then into Sounds, you'll see all of these stock sounds. So you have like, I think this one, yeah, little doorbell. What you would ideally do is if you want to use one of these, that's totally fine. You just take the name of it, alert for .wave, and throw it in there, and then it'll automatically look for it in this file. But if you wanted to use a custom indicator, or sound, you can go to, I just have a random website up, so please ignore, but go down here and pick whatever one you want. Once you download it, you would just basically copy paste it to this folder or move it into this folder. And then once it's here, you just make sure that this name matches the file name. In the future, probably would be really nice to have this as a drop down so that you don't have to worry about typing issues, location issues and stuff. But for the time being, that's how it works. So it's program files. It could be x64 depending on where you downloaded it, NinjaTrader 8 sounds, and then you can choose any one of the stock ones, or you can add in your own. Yes, so that's the alerting feature. Should be able to click that. And then underneath that, they're all kind of relatively the same, just slightly different for sessions. So you have the Asia session. If you want to have it enabled, you can. If you don't have to. You can set your own times for when these should be started and ended. Colors, whether you want solid, dash, etc., the width, and if you want the labels to be shown. This is the same configuration for every session. So London, same options, and New York, same options. The labels themselves, there's a smart stack option available. It's not amazing yet. This is a new indicator, so I might want to work this to be a little bit better. But the idea behind Smart's label stack is if they're overlapping, if you have like month and week at the same level, kind of new, say it's like a new month at the beginning. The idea was that it would split, it would move the labels so that they're easily readable. It does work, but it's not perfect. You have your offset. I might as well just show you the rest of this stuff. So I'm going to leave everything else configured the same. No performance optimization. So this is just straight loading into my 15-minute chart. And you will see for this month, December 1st, you have the lows down here, the month and week low. So that this would be interesting to see right here for if I did Smart Stack actually. So it slightly moved it. So I have to adjust it a little bit more where it moves it a little bit higher or lower depending. But either way, so you have your month and week lows. It's M for month, W for week, L for low, and yeah, L for low. And then hit the price as well. And you have your month highs. I'll zoom in here so you see this a little bit better. Your month and week highs, month high, week high, also the New York session high. This is, I guess, based off of Friday's price movement. Your London session high, London session low, New York session low, Asia session low as well. Yeah, so this is the main gist behind what this is supposed to do. It's supposed to break down all the sessions, the month high, week high, and lows. And it does a really good job. So if we go back into indicators and we do mess around with some of this stuff outside of alerts, because we can't do that for now, we can offset the labels on ticks. So this is your price adjustment if you want to move it higher or lower, and you can offset bars, which is your time adjustment. How many bars back? How many bars? Pretty much how many bars back. And then yeah, ticks is how much higher or lower do you want to go. You change your font size. You can take the labels off, just to show the month and week labels are off, but the sessions are still showing. Let's turn this back on. You can change your font size, make it bigger. You can make the labels less noticeable if you want more of a cleaner screen. We went over the session, so I'll close these. There's a lot of stuff you can configure here. So looking at the miscellaneous, you can change the price format if you so wish. The lines, I think it's kind of nice if you have, depends how clean you want your screen to be, right? It's just like the price where you can make it dim or make it really pop if you want. 200. So yeah, because you can make these lines really show, but I personally prefer it about halfway. Compute from daily bars. This is more if you're looking at a daily chart, daily range chart. I would leave this off for now. Also for performance too, if you're on a higher level chart. You have your month and your week down here. So this is relatively the same. You can turn it on and off. You can offset these labels. You can show the high or low. You can offset the low labels, dash, color, etc. Same goes for week. And like this is interesting and important because if you do see your labels overlapping, it's nice to be able to offset each one individually in the month and week. So that's why I put those in there. So for performance purposes, you have optimized for performance. This will basically, yeah, as you can see when you highlight it, it goes into lean mode. So all your labels are hidden, your throttle draws, your alerts are muted. It's basically like running the bare minimum to get things up and running. I think on the lower time frames, this will become important. And then you have fast history here, which is like just takes off all the labels. So if you're noticing anything slow, these would be the ones you would want to turn on, either this one or this one. I'll just do like a quick show too. So you see all the labels are gone. It's not rendering like the normal, the way behind the scenes. It's just performance optimized. So going back here, your week, that's pretty much it actually. Yeah, so you have your performance optimization, your alerts, how to configure your alerts, all your customizations per each session. For example, if I take off enable Asia and hide the labels, take out London too, you just see the New York sessions and the high-low of the month down there. This is definitely helpful. It's actually kind of interesting ever since I started using it to see how important these other levels are. So yeah, being it's a new indicator, newly developed, let me know what you think. If you have any optimizations you could think of, anything you want to add, any bugs, I'm here to help. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. See you next time.